Hey guys, Jamiy today on Roblox. We're playing some more Project Pokemon, as you can see on screen right now. Today, I'm going to be showing off Shiny Marshadow. If you don't know what this Pokemon is, it's not actually released yet in the Pokemon games. Apparently, I think if I remember correctly, it was in the trailer for the Pokemon Sun and Moon movie. I think it's the 20th movie where Ash is going back to Pallet Town. It's like redoing the first episode, I believe. Marshadow was like introduced in that, although it isn't actually released in any Pokemon game yet, so it's probably going to be a future event Pokemon. Also, it's in Project Pokemon, obviously, since I've got it clearly, but it actually isn't available yet. On ISO's Pokedex, it isn't listed. Actually, as you can see here, I've got Vastos's OT, original trainer, so he spawned it in for me. I loaded to level 100 because I'm going to go put it in my bot, so if you want to go try and see what specific Pokemon can beat it, because I'm not going to go through every single Pokemon like to like pair it up with. I believe the bot low isn't going to hold the Life Orb, which I would definitely suggest a Life Orb. So yeah, but anyway, I'm going to quickly show you what I've EV trained it in really quickly, and then we'll just like get onto it a little bit. So also I might as well show off these stats because as you could probably see, it was a fighting ghost, fighting ghost. It doesn't really matter which way it goes, I guess, but a dual typing, obviously, it's one of the best typings, to be honest. And the reason why I say that is because if you give it, if it's a fighting and ghost type, that means if you give it a fighting and ghost type moves, then it's going to get stabbed from those moves. So that means they're going to get obviously the increases for that move, for those specific two typing of moves. And I believe Fighting and Ghost can hit any other type for normal effectiveness. So, for example, Ghost gets resisted by Dark, resisted by, or immune to by normal. And I think that is actually, is that it? I'm gonna have to check this out really quickly, because I might as well go through all the types really quickly, just like show you that it's actually a really good typing. And unfortunately, its signature move isn't in the game, which is actually pretty upsetting. But at the same time, if it was in the game, it would be a lot more overpowered. Without it, it's an okay Pokemon, not the best. Anyways, go to the Ghost typing then. So then, obviously, Ghost moves are super effective against Psychic and Ghost. Ghost moves are not very effective against Dark types, and Ghost have no effect on normal types. So I was right, those are the only two. So obviously, then if we go to Fighting is super effective against Dark, super effective against normal. So obviously, that means Ghost is taken care of. So that means any other typing, Ghost can hit just for the normal super effective, normal effective hit. Whereas Fighting is not good against Poison, Flying, Psychic, Bug, and Fairy. Whereas Ghost can hit all of them neutrally. So that means obviously Ghost is really good. Also, Fighting cannot hit Ghost types, but you have the Ghost type anyway, so that means you can hit Ghost types super effectively. So Ghost and Fighting, I think, is one of the best type combinations to have, especially for moves. So as you can see, the base stats are here: 125 in the base speed, 125 base speed, 125 base attack. The defenses are pretty good. The special attack is kind of a waste, to be honest, but then again, if you got any more bulkiness to it, or if it was any faster, it can hit harder, it would be very overpowered than it already is. So yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, it looks pretty cool. I'm not exactly sure. It reminds me of a certain Pokemon, I just can't remember what. But yeah, but it's got an okay tankiness to it. Not the best. I mean, the special attack is kind of wasted, because I would definitely suggest this physical attacker. IVs maxed out in everything. EVs, we are running a speed and attack set. Obviously, we got 125 base speed. That is the exact same as a Darkrai. I think we get more attack when Darkrai has special attack, I believe. So that's okay. Although Mewtwo is going to outspeed us with its 130 base speed, which I mean would suck, because Marshadow has 4 weaknesses: Flying, Psychic, Ghost, and Fairy, since we are fighting a Ghost. No weak to Dark, since Fighting resists Dark, so that's really good. But the moveset, as I'll quickly get onto them now, is if we quickly go here, we've got a Life Orb just to like do more damage. Stats, we have a Jolly Nature to make sure that we have speeds, modest Darkrais, or hopefully at least. The ability is Technician, power-ups the Pokemon's weaker moves, which right now in Project Pokemon Marshadow doesn't really get any 60 base power moves or below. So the only move that it really gets that I can really use is Shadow Sneak, which I would definitely suggest, to be honest. Like I said, the showing of the stats was pretty high for a level 100, pretty good. Moves, now this is where it gets a little bit weird. This is probably like the exact moveset that people will probably run for when it actually does come out into the real games. The only difference is that, like I said, it doesn't have its signature move in Project Pokemon. It probably won't get added, and even if it does, Marshadow will probably instantly banned from rated PvP battles if you do PvP battles, which I usually don't. But I'll get into the Poison Jab and the Ice Punch as the last moves. But we got Close Combat. There is like, I think it's Force Palm that is 60 base power. Marshadow can't get it in Project Pokemon as of right now, but I think Close Combat can hit harder than a Force Palm with the Technician boost anyway. I'm trying to think, like 60 plus 30 is 90, so yeah, Close Combat's going to hit a lot harder than Force Palm. So I'll just stick with Close Combat, to be honest. I mean, you're already quick, so you're not really wanting to get hit anyway, so that's okay. We have Shadow Sneak, like I said, priority move plus stab plus Technician's boost, so 40 base power move. Gets a 50% increase, so it goes from a 40 to a 60 base power move, plus the stab, which is going to additional increase it by a 1.5 times multiplier, so that means it gets turned into a 90 base power move on the Shadow Sneak, which is pretty good. The other move is also a ghost type, which is its signature move, which is, I believe, is called Spectral Thief. What that move does, which is freaking OP, I think it's a physical attack. I could be wrong about that, but when you use that move, it steals the opponent's stat changes, or I'm not sure if it stat changes or only stat increases. Not sure if it, so let's say if someone uses Curse, they get plus attack, plus defense, but minus speed. I'm not sure if Spectral Thief gets that minus speed. I want to say maybe, but I'm not 100% sure. But what it does, it steals, doesn't copy them. The phrasing for it is steals, which is weird, and very, very overpowered. So let's say someone saw dance 6 times, but they don't have a priority move, so we outspeed them with the 125 base speeds. We use Spectral Thief, we take that plus 6 attack before we attack, so now that, let's just say it's a Scizor without Bullet Punch, for example. So let's say we take that means that Scizor now is on normal physical attack, I believe, and then we take that plus 6 attack and then attack with Spectral Thief, which I believe is a base 90 power move, which is the same as Shadow Sneak after all the boosts. Actually, no, 90 base and then the stab increase, so I think it's going to be a little bit better, but still, that is freaking really good. So my suggestion for a moveset, if that does get added into Project Pokemon when Marshadow is obtainable, or into any other Pokemon game when it actually is released, I'd definitely suggest you run in a Close Combat, Shadow Sneak, Spectral Feast. I mean, you get to keep those stat increases once you use it. Very, very OP indeed. So those are the 3 base moves. The 4th move, I would definitely suggest either Poison Jab or Ice Punch. We have both of them, like I said, because we don't have Spectral Thief. But like I said, we have Flying Weakness, which Ice Punch can deal with. Plus in Project Pokemon, there are a lot of Dragon and Dragon Ground / Dragon Flying type Pokemon. So Ice Punch is just great to have on it. Outspeed the Garchomp, 1-hit KO. We have a Psychic Weakness, so for example like Mewtwo's Shadow Sneak should be good enough for most of them. I'm not sure about the Mewtwo, we can try that out in a second, so that is for that. For Psychic, we have a Fairy Weakness, which obviously Poison Jab is good for, and then we also have a Ghost Weakness, which Shadow Sneak is also really good for. Close Combat is just for the stab, and plus I think it's going to be its hardest hitting move until we get Spectral Thief, or if we don't get it then also in the main games we will. So that's pretty much how I'm going to be reviewing Marshadow. Not really sure how the shiny one changes, but I'll quickly show you it in battle really quickly. For that aura, it has no aura since it's just the shiny form. That is the base stats, and it's freaking strong. Okay, it is strong. So we're gonna go quickly show you in a bot battle. So if we go to Saffron City, so I've actually put this Marshadow into my bot already. I'm going to change it for this video, but after the video is done, I'll change it back to the Marshadow. So if you want to go, like I said, go try specific Pokemon against it, they can all go for it. So I'm going to go quickly battle myself, Marshadow versus Marshadow, just so you can get the back sprite and the front sprites. So as you can see, Marshadow, I really like that, the front sprite, but the back sprite looks a little bit blocky, to be honest, a little bit too pixelated compared to that one. And if you actually scroll in a little bit there, there's a little white dot there, it looks like, so it's not, looks like it's not being completely, it's not completely transparent. There's a little speck of white, which doesn't really matter, to be honest. It might get an update before it gets released, because I don't know when this is going to get released. I just have it since it was programmed into the game, but I'm just going to Shadow Sneak. It just since we have the same speed, it just depends on what it lives. Sometimes it can actually KO if we get a good damage roll. He's going to actually Ice Punch us, which is fine, just Shadow Sneak it. But yeah, I've tried it before since I've really had the bot loaded. My Shadow Sneak on my Marshadow KO'd the bots once. Actually, let me try that again. I'm pretty sure if it gets like a good damage roll, I can actually one-hit KO with a Shadow Sneak, which is perfectly fine. But like I said, it does have 80 base defense, and 90 on the hit points and special defense, and then 90 on the special attack, which you don't really need to worry about. But if you want to run like a Psychic or a Ghost, I don't know, Shadow Ball, I guess you could. But yeah, it looks like I'm not getting the good damage rolls. Maybe it was a critical hit. But yeah, the bot one though, I don't believe carries along items, so I don't think it has the life orb like I do. Not sure about that though. Anyway, let's try it against a Mewtwo first. So where is the Mewtwo? Is this one EV trained? I think it's EV trained, but all I want it for is just to use Shadow Sneak on it. So quickly put that in. Actually, while we're here, I'll put in the Darkrai next, so like see. Well, then again, Darkrai, this is going to be a speed type, so I guess we'll just see how good the moves are. So quickly put in my bots, yes. Okay, updated. Quickly load my name again. Okay, then quickly put this in. And then we'll try out the Marshadow against the Mewtwo. See how much damage a Shadow Sneak can do, because obviously the Mewtwo will outspeed us. I believe a Jolly Marshadow will outspeed a modest Mewtwo. Although if it is timid on the Mewtwo, we definitely won't outspeed it even with Jolly. Since 130 base speed compared to 125, we lose every single time. So usually if you see Mewtwo, I'd suggest swapping out. But we're here to check, see how much damage a Shadow Sneak will do with the Technician boost and the Stab. So let's see. Okay, Shadow Sneak is going to do almost one-hit KO. Almost. That actually could be good if we get like a good damage roll. Let me try like a few more times, see if we can like get a damage roll. But it looks like it's going to live on like pretty much a one shot, so definitely worth not staying in when Mewtwo's on full HP. But it looks like if Mewtwo is hit anything like just a little bit of HP from any Pokemon, it looks like Marshadow is just going to be able to just get sent out and then finish it off. I actually went for a Calm Mind that turn. Interesting, but looks like it can actually is really good counter for it. It's like I wouldn't suggest using it against it one-on-one, as that just asks for trouble. Since if you're not gonna, looks like you can't one-hit it with a Shadow Sneak, it's gonna leave it with a little bit of HP. So if you revenge kill it, what I mean by that is that if you've got another Pokemon on the field, you damage the Mewtwo a little bit. Sometimes Mewtwo might run Life Orb, which it looks like that if the Mewtwo is damaged a little bit by the Life Orb, Shadow Sneak should be enough to KO it. So if we do that, then send out the Marshadow, which obviously we have a priority move being Shadow Sneak, which can then finish it off. So that's what the revenge killing means. So anyways, go try out the Darkrai. I don't think this Darkrai is EV trained in speed or special attack. I actually don't think it's EV trained at all, but might as well try it just to see if we can like do a lot of damage with the Poison Jab or the Ice Punch. I might as well check the damage rolls, because obviously if you can one-hit it with the Poison Jab or an Ice Punch, why would you waste the close combat and let the your stats get decreased for no reason? Get back to the number 3 box, Marshadow. There we go. But yeah, Marshadow is a pretty cool looking Pokemon, and like I said, the typing is pretty nice. Also, not the best typing, because it is like 4 weaknesses. Like, I still think Dark and Ghost is probably the best typing for the weaknesses, but for offensive typing, this is probably I think I said offensive. I think this is probably the best one. Okay, then. Oh, wait, this is level 87. Definitely not level 100. I don't think. Okay, let me just Ice Punch. Oh, so an Ice Punch can't even one-hit kill a Darkrai. So let me just I can't even run. Guess I'll just KO it. Okay, so apparently an Ice Punch can't even KO this. I guess I'll just try it since it tanked an Ice Punch. So also, a close combat, there's no way a Darkrai is going to live a close combat from a Marshadow. 120 base attack plus the Stab, so that means it is going to be a 180 base power move. There's no way Darkrai is going to live that, even if they are the same level. So it looks like a Poison Jab is not enough to KO the Darkrai, even if it's lower level, and so is the Ice Punch. So definitely would just recommend the close combat. It's definitely worth testing though, because if we could avoid losing the stat increases or the stat decreases, that would be worth it. But I think that is like also the most common Pokemon. I guess I'll try against like a Garchomp because I think I have one. Yeah, level 100s. I'll try it against this one as well, since just to like show people, hey, this is like a really good counter for this. So put this in. Actually, do you have any more dragon types? We might as well like put in a ton of dragon types, right? Like put in Gengar. Does it have a Focus Sash? Life Orb. Let's see, what else can we put in here? We've got, oh, that's not a level 100s. I'm pretty sure we had a level 100 Lucario. Where did it go? Because that is not it. I actually don't know where I put, oh, it's here. So put you in. We have Poison Jab, so we need like a fairy. Let's put in Togekiss. Let's put in Skymin. Skymin seems like a good idea. Oh, it's on level 91 though. Because Skymin will outspeed you, so I definitely wouldn't recommend it, but sure. I guess I'll just throw it in till I see how much damage you can do with like a Shadow Sneak, I guess. What else can we put in against it? We don't really need the Mewtwo. We could put in a flying type potentially. Gyarados could actually be a good counter for it. Potentially. Let's see. I guess I'll just put in the Manaphy for no reason at all. That seems like a good team to just put up against for a Marshadow. So there we go. Update that. Let's go quickly get all of our team. So Garchomp in. Nice. Too bad you can't like dump all of your team in at once. We've got the Togekiss in, because that's obviously another fairy type. Box 3 please. Put you there. We went to box 6. Damn it, it's a little glitcher. And I don't know why Manaphy was in here, but I guess I'll just stick it back in here. Now let's see how well Marshadow can do against this team. Obviously it's a bot and not like an actual person helping me doing this, but hey, we're getting to the PvP battles in a second. Just want to show you how good Marshadow is, and this is how I would definitely recommend running it in Project Pokemon, because I don't think it's going to get any other moves added to its move pool. It just depends, I guess, how Wish is feeling. Anyway, so try this against the bot then. We have got the Life Orb damage, we just need to pretty much one-hit KO everything, and then we should be good. Okay, Garchomp, we outspeed it. Base 125 speeds compared to 102. Ice Punch, just gonna one-hit KO the Garchomp, so that is nice. Okay, into the Gengar, Shadow Sneak the Gengar. We actually outspeeded the normal Gengar. Normal Gengar is a base 110 base speed, so we could have Spectral Thiefed it, but Gengar doesn't get any stat increase in moves, or he usually doesn't run them. Close combat with Lucario. Just take that down. Our defense are fallen now though, so we've got to be careful of that. But we haven't got it yet. The only thing that we're taking damage from is the Life Orb. Togekiss, we can go for Poison Jab or the Ice Punch. Which one actually does more damage? I wonder. 80 compared to 75. Go for the Poison Jab, and I think Poison Jab has a 100% accuracy, so Poison Jab. Not enough to one-hit KO with Togekiss, so Togekiss could be a good counter for it, it looks like. I'm gonna try a Shadow Sneak against it and see how much a Shadow Sneak does against that. So we can just go through the exact same battle by using the same boost. So it looks like Togekiss is a pretty good counter. I, to be honest, wasn't expecting Togekiss to do that, but then again, it is pretty tanky. And plus, my Togekiss is running a special attack speed set, whereas most people run like a HP special attack set with a little bit in speed to outspeed certain Pokemon. Oh, well, then again, close combat. Yeah, let me just close combat. Because we aren't losing physical attack, we're just losing defenses. Okay, that's that down. Shadow Sneak, how much damage does this do? Around half. Air Slash is going to take his own. So yeah, Togekiss is a good counter. Unless like you get the Ice Punch and then you freeze it, I guess that's likely the only way, but hey, there we go. Togekiss is a good counter line. So I'm going to quickly go put this into the bot. So honestly, yeah. So if you want to go try it out yourself, and play against a Marshadow and see what Pokemon you can try and counter it, definitely would go suggestive, because obviously this Pokemon isn't out yet, so you might as well try and find as many counters to it as possible before it comes out, which again, it's not confirmed if it is coming out very soon or at all. So yeah, it's just right now it's just being put into the game for developers and like I don't think we called enforcers anymore, I think we just called mods. But I mean, there we go, got the Marshadow in. Just go for, I don't know, a Shadow Sneak. Come on, one-hit it. Hey, there we go, finally got a one-hit KO. I don't think that was a critical hit, so there we go. So Marshadow can one-hit KO another Marshadow with Shadow Sneak. But yeah, anyway, that is it for the first part. Now let's try and go into some battles and see how well this thing can do, so I'll be back in a second. Okay then, so we've got our first battle. We are now battling Jazzy down TDM12. I didn't realise the last part of his name, but using a pretty common team, I guess, in Project Pokemon. We're just going to use Marshadow and see how many Pokemon we can take down. The only Pokemon I'm worried about is the Giratina, maybe the Cresselia, because it's Luna, which is the code. I just don't remember what it was EV trained in. I want to say it was HP defense, so we just gotta go for a Shadow Sneak and hopefully just one-hit KO it. I doubt it because freaking Cresselia is so tanky. So, yeah, can't wait. I'll probably actually shoot a Swap out. I don't think it'll be able to one-hit KO Cresselia, so I might try and battle this guy again if we don't want. Yes, it's gonna be a two-hit KO. Go on. Don't Psychic. Go for like a, I don't know, Recover. Calm. Oh, that's actually really good for us. Thank you for the free KO. I'll take it because I don't think Luna gets any. Oh, freak! No leftovers. Okay, so we're not gonna stay in against this. Obviously, let's go to the Weavile. Not the Scizor. Scizor's kind of valuable, I guess. Valuable. Against the Mewtwo, we need to just do a little bit of damage to the Mewtwo, and we'll be good. Everything else, I'm hoping it'll one-hit KO except for the Giratina. I think the Giratina is going to be like a 2, maybe a 3-hit KO, but with the Life Orb, maybe a 2-hit KO. But yeah, the Cresselia HP defense definitely cannot go up against that with a Marshadow. So yeah, that was a bad idea. But everything else, Kyurem, we can close combat. Tyranitar, close combat. 4 times, I said 5, no, 4 times weakness to the fighting type there. Ice Beam in interesting. I was expecting a Psychic type. And again, Marshadow isn't even in the real Pokemon games yet, and it's not even in Project Pokemon, so I mean it's pretty predictable that people probably don't know its typing and probably don't know what's good against it, so we've got to keep that in mind, which I'm glad that I just know that now, because honestly I was kind of weirded out why you would Ice Beam me. Maybe you thought it was a dragon, but if anything, if you saw a Marshadow for like the first time, you'd probably expect like Dark Fire. I guess because it looks like either a Ghost or a Dark, I would assume, straight off the rip, which I guess most people might just think of it as a Dark type. And because it's got like a really fiery red eyes, I guess like a Fire type as well. Which, just thinking about that now, if it would be Ghost Fire, isn't that Chandeler's typing? So, I mean, how about no? I wonder if there's a Dark Fire type Pokemon. I'm trying to think if there is. I don't think there is. Let me know in the comments, is there a Dark Fire type? Because if there is, I don't know. Oh, there is, Incineroar. Ta-da! So I mean, there we go. So yeah, I mean actually that was pretty easy. I wonder if there's any more Fire Dark types, because that's the one that comes to my mind. I don't think there is. Anyway, Weavile, we just need a little bit of damage onto that Mewtwo, which may or may not be EP trained. Gonna send out the Kyurem. That is not okay. I guess I'll just let him take me down. Don't boost, just KO. I feel like that's a good idea. Why would we do into the Kyurem low? Then again, I guess he doesn't expect. I don't think his Mewtwo is EV trained, so that's probably why. Oh, Fusion Flare. That makes sense. But yeah, I mean, if I could just Brick Break and do a ton of damage. But into the Marshadow, just gonna go for the close combat to like hopefully one-hit KO this thing. It should. So I guess we'll see. No Garchomp low. We want to try this against a. Oh, again, we already tried against a My Garchomp, which was EV trained, although no item, which could be in the difference. And actually, I wonder if a Garchomp can actually one-hit KO a Marshadow, because the 90 special defense, 90 HP, and then 80 defense, physical defense, 90 special defense. Kind of weird. It might get killed by an Earthquake. So yeah, that was weird. We outspeed it, so it's close combat. I wonder if it's got a Focus Slash low. Gotta watch out for that. The games went buggy there for a second. Close combat. We outspeed it, so that's nice. So yeah, Darkrai and Marshadow are gonna speed tie, so it just depends who's faster. Although Marshadow might tank a hit from a Darkrai, because usually Darkrai's run Dark Voids, Dark Pulse. I think Shadow Ball, so I guess Shadow Balling could work, but I'm not sure if that's going to one-hit KO. No, the thing is, Shadow Sneak or Ice Punch. Ice Punch is going to be base 75 power, 95 accuracy, no stab, no Technician boost, whereas Shadow Sneak is going to get Technician boost and the stab, so Shadow Sneak is going to do more damage, although the Ice Punch can freeze, whereas the Shadow Sneak is just a priority move, which half. So it's a 2-hit KO on a Giratina. I think this is the O form. Actually, is it? I don't know. Doesn't affect. I don't know what he used, but I am happy that he used it. Actually, wait, what would he use? Like, probably a, I don't even know, like a fight Aura Spear, maybe? So yeah, he definitely thinks it's a dark type, not a ghost, so I mean, yeah, I mean, if people have not, because obviously people haven't probably fought against the Marshadow, because I don't think anyone else has used it yet, except from the mods, which I don't think really battle too often in this game. I don't really play this game enough, to be honest, so I know a lot about it anymore, unfortunately. But I think right now, actually, as I'm playing this, there's a Nilla Genesect event live. You can find Genesect, you can find the 3 Late Guardians, Uxie, Metabrite, and Azelf in the wilds. In chat, you can... I'll try and see if I can find one. I'll see what color, yeah. So, it'll in chat, if you just make sure that you have it open every 10 minutes. I think it's exactly 10 minutes as soon as one person finds the last one. But every 10 minutes, it'll say a rare Pokemon spawn is in a specific route. If you go to that route, search for it, there's a good chance that you'll come across it, and it'll show up in text on the chat again to say who got it. So obviously, make sure to go get that if you go hunting for them if you haven't got them. I don't think I actually have a Genesect, so I probably should do that because I kind of want one. Shadow Ball, gonna do a lot. So it's realized it is a ghost type, but then again, if you do use an Aura Spear against a dark type, expecting it to be a dark type, and it doesn't affect it, I think there's only one type which is immune to fighting. I think that is ghost. Same with normal. I don't think anything else doesn't affect normal. I mean, oh no, actually, isn't affected by normal. So I think ghost is pretty good. So I mean, 2 immunities is pretty good to be honest. Although normal, you don't really see a lot of moves, do you? And I need to move over a little bit, please. So there we go. Killing. Bullet Punch, like I said, that is just for a little bit of damage, so we can Shadow Sneak it. I want him to take me down though, but he's not doing it. I guess I'll just Sword Dance. Let him take down my Scizor. I want to show off the Marshadow again. I guess I'll try and do another battle after this, if we find any. So there we go. So it's a blue text that says there's a rare Pokemon at Route 11. And apparently now the swarms appear in chat as well. There's a swarm of Sableyes at Route 22. Just gotta look for the right one. It'll say rare Pokemon for the Genesect and the Blake Trio. It'll just say swarm for any swarm, which I think swarms can have Shaman in, and a lot of other Pokemon. So there we go. Bazance found the rare Pokemon. He found the last one, so he's just like hogging them all right now. Which I mean, I guess it's okay. If you wanna, apparently if you have a full server, they spawn more frequently. Although if you have a VIP server, they spawn a lot rarer. So it won't be every 10 minutes. But if you have a full server, I think it's every 10 minutes with like one person in the server. I think it's like might be one every hour potentially. I'm not 100% sure, but that might be accurate. Maybe not. But I mean, definitely worth picking them up if you haven't got them already. But I definitely want to get a Genesect, maybe a shiny Genesect, but I don't know. I really don't want to put too much time into this game because right now I'm trying to focus on Pokemon Fighters EX, try and get that game completed ASAP before the massive update, which I've almost done. Actually, by the time this video goes up, I might have already completed Pokemon Fighters EX, because this is going to go up at like 4, 6, 8. So this is going to go up at 8 PM. And we potentially have like we have 2 more hours after this goes live for the Pokemon Fighters EX double XP. So I'm hoping to be done before this goes live, or like the day after this goes live. For the Tyranitar, it is a code, so it's probably EV trained. Don't know why it's EV trained in low. Maybe HP attack, HP defense, HP special defense, I'm gonna guess. But close combat to the face is gonna 1-hit KO. But anyway, give him the GG. I guess we'll find ourselves another battler, so I'll be back in a second. Okay, and for the next battle we have ourselves Red_HUD2 using the Gyarados, a Greninja, that's a weird aura, a Skrillex, which is the what do you call it? I can't remember. The Dragon Flying type. What's the third Pokemon? But it's got a Garchomp, a Sylveon, and a Slaking. What's this thing called again? I don't remember what it's called, and it kinda... Noivern. I was completely off track about that, so yeah, there we go. So, Red Toad is going to start off with Noivern. I believe Noivern has 122 base speeds, so that means we should potentially outspeed it. Let's just try. Who outspeeds? Flying versus fighting. This is going to be bad. We outspeed, nice, should be a one-hit KO. Unless a Focus Slash, and a critical hit. Just a little overkill, 4 times super effective, plus a critical hit. I'd appreciate the critical hit on the Greninja. Actually, no, the Greninja should outspeed us, potentially. Okay, Slaking's coming out, close combat. Should be enough to one-hit KO, I hope. I really hope. But yeah, I mean, imagine if Marshadow got a Mega Evolve form. Marshadow's already freaking really good. If you got Mega, there's no way that would be able to be used in top professional tournaments or competitive tournaments. Because this thing had a different ability. Instead of Technician, which obviously Technician is what Scizor has. I actually have the Scizor on me right now. I can show you this ability, Technician, which also is for like Bullet Punch, and I think it's Bug Bite, which also I don't think is in Project Pokemon right now. But yeah, that's pretty just like an example. Ice Punch the Garchomp again. Called King. I'm not sure if this is a code or not, but imagine if this thing got what's the one ability? Adaptability. This thing got adaptability with this typing, a fighting and a ghost type, which, like I've already said previously in this video, offensively, this is like the best 2 types that you can get because they can hit anything, any other type, normal effectiveness. If it gets adaptability, which if you don't know what adaptability does, it's actually what Mega Beedrill has, which I also have in my team as well. Against this one, I'm actually not going to stay in. This is a bad shout, so go into... I guess we'll just go into the Beedrill. I mean, why not? We're going to get one-hit killed, unfortunately, but oh well. But if that happens, that means we can hit any single Pokemon with just Shadow Sneak, Spectral Feast, or Close Combat, and instead of doing 1.5 times our stab, it's going to give us a ×2 stab, which is insane. I guess I'll Poison Jab. Which, if you still don't understand, that means Close Combat, instead of being... Obviously, Close Combat is a 120 base power move, with Stab is going to be 180, but with Adaptability, that Close Combat on the Marshadow will become a 240 base attack, or base power as a move. 240. Freaking good on 240 base power on the move, plus... Oh damn, he missed a 95% accuracy move. That actually really sucks. Plus the 125 base attack that Marshadow has, plus if you've already Spectral Thiefed a Pokemon, you're going to get some attack increases or whatever stats like they have. So that means it gets freaking broken as soon as like you start adding in different abilities. Then again, that could be like said for any Pokemon, but especially Marshadow, which already Marshadow only doesn't have adaptability, has Technician. Technician is already really good on it, but mainly right now I think the only move that Marshadow can really use that on is probably Shadow Sneak. But then again, Shadow Sneak is a priority move. 40 base power, Technician, like I've already said, gonna get increased to into a 60 base power move. Then on Stab, which is gonna times or multiply by 1.5 times, which is gonna make it a 90 base power move. That's already hitting. For example, I think Shadow Ball is a base 80 move. Shadow Sneak is gonna do more than a non-stab Shadow Ball, which is insane. And remember, it's a priority move. That's freaking OP. Okay, that is freaking good. I guess it's the exact same as a Bullet Punch on a Scizor. Technician 40 to 60, then Stab 90. So I mean, it is freaking good. It is so good. I'm going to the Marshadow. I want to see how outspeeds each other, to be honest. I don't remember what Greninja's base speed is. So, Close Combat. Who outspeeds? Okay, outspeds. I'm not sure what Greninja's base speed is low, so I'm just going to assume that I outsped it. Actually, it might be 122 again. I know, but I'm going to take it. And then for the Sylveon, also we are going to Poison Jab it. But yeah, I mean, this is... I really like this Pokemon. I like this design. Its typing, like I said, is probably the best for offensive typings, for a dual typing. So I mean, this thing is super strong, super quick, like 125 is nothing to laugh at. Technician for this priority moves, it's like, what are you doing, Marshadow? How do you exist? Because you are freaking OP. But anyway, give them the GG, but I think I'm gonna leave it off there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to comment to see more Project Pokemon, obviously Pokemon Big Bronze, but Project Pokemon or other games on Roblox. Like I said, I put the Marshadow into my bot. I don't have 6 of them, I only have 1 of them. It would be cool to like putting 6 into the bot, just like so you can test like different things about them. But anyway, leave it off there. Like I said, check out the bot if you want to battle it and see what Pokemon can work against it and what Pokemon can't work against it. You've already seen the moveset, you've already seen how it's EV trained, so you can also work out what can tank it, what can outspeed it and one-hit KO it, or just tank it and just one-hit KO it and revenge kill it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed, and like always, I'll see you guys next time.